So, hi guys. I hope you are doing well. And after a couple of weeks, I think I missed 2 weeks before, and I was supposed to do. And today I'm here again. Uh, as you know, my name is Dips Lauti, and I told you in every in episode of mine, this is a little bit. Today is also a poetry of mine poem. 2 weeks, and this is recently written a week ago, and it is it's a war poetry like E. Cummings, Buffalo Bill is defunct, like that. And it's a war poet. Although the war is there is a war between Israel and Hamas, and also in Myanmar, we know very well. And but this is the poem on between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine versus Russia. I have written here Ukraine versus Russia. So my friends, thank you. Hope you are doing well. And I don't know why, because of the war or because of the the situation of our people, they may not be doing well. And anyway, I'm very much happy that much of my poetries, like poems, you have been looking and watching from far behind to Asia, China, India, inside my home America, and also Europe and Australia too. My friends are all there. My students are there, because I have already uploaded the video in I think this is the 35th of episode of this one, and it is going on, my friend. There are 460 poetries of mine here, and this is, I just call as my pulp, or what to say, assets. Money storing in the bank is nothing, but money is something. Without money you can't do. For example, I just wear a tie, and this has to come with money. I am right now in front of the camera, my light is here, and I'm sitting in my chair, and this has to be done by money. But if you have money and everything is there here, if you are nil, nothing. So both the sides, money also plays an important role. For example, previously I told you that I am not a as a poet, or I'm not as a poet only, but I am a composer also, singer also, and I do music. And 3 of my album songs are being visualized, means audio into video. And my team in Kathmandu, that is in Nepal, capital of Nepal, they are doing their best. And watch it out in the same video here in YouTube. Okay, we are doing that, and everything is same. Tonight, if possible, I'll be uploading 2 of my videos, friends. Poetry videos, in a sense. I just came from a market and I'm feeling a little hungry. Don't mind, I've just eaten. I'm eating a snack also too. It's a dry snack. To get an energy, energize the body. I've met even a big, big mass, like a mass of people, congregation, we say. And even UN, they kept water bottle like this, water. Some of the most essential part of the life is water. Water is also one of the important elements of an individual human beings or the living things. Even a plant cannot live without water. Our bodies also contain, water. And water is very essential. It is apart from air, sunlight and all. We know this one. So friend, without a delay, I'm going to read my poetry. This is a war poem. The feelings of an individual, as you know very well. Last time, Adipka, because I am a very minute by minute I'm watching. If you are watching right now, they have mentioned like the 4 of the battalions from Hamas remain in Rafah, Gaza Strip, and negotiation between the Hamas. I'm not feeling well. Wait, my friend. Even the negotiation between the Hamas and Israel, which took place in Cairo, I think the capital of Egypt, was unsuccessful, and they have returned. We don't know how many, 120 or 131 or 32 hostages are still being held inside the tunnel of Gaza Strip that had been built by the Hamas, so-called, named as they have tagged terrorists because they have built a lot of tunnels in there, and as you know very well, inside the tunnel they are like this way, and that there are many tunnels inside the tunnel. They are kept without oxygen, and I have written 2 of the poems. This is also the one, the other also there, and I'm a war poet also. Because I take intention. We write poetry based on what the fact. Some kind of, we can also write like an imagination, but these quotations or writings are all the fact that I have extracted from the different sources. Okay, Pinto. Pinto. He is one of the reservist army or Israelis, but he is a very good man. CBN, watch it out. Pinto's news. He gave an authentic what is happening inside, inside Gaza Strip. And lot of, we pay taxpayer from USA. We poured money. There's that goes the aids, help goes through the hands of UN. And the UNRWA, one of the organizations inside the Gaza Strip, they are not giving the money towards the people, common people. Maybe 25%, 75% they have been using since 25 years. And these are the things that I have written here. Not only here, but I have also written in another poem. This poem is not enough. That is why I have not used the word, I think, UNRWA and so on here. I have just only given some of the quotations from here. I'm just asking a question to the UN and EU, okay? But not about the UNRWA and all, because this poem is not enough. Because if I would like it will become a lot lengthy. It might take like an hour. So different parts I have written, and this is when it took, like, for example, 20 to 22 years they have been inside, and some of the people might have done. There are tunnels, they are using the tunnels. Even the hospitals, they are building everything they are using as a human shield, like making it inside. They are putting they are storing all the guns and ammunitions inside. rocket launchers and all. So pathetic. What is happening on earth? Our money, collected money, taxpayer from USA, Europe, they collected money, they bunch of money they sent, and I don't know why they don't work. They get money buying ammunition. I'm saying it because this poem is based on that. Okay, this is the first time. Last time I have written poem, but yeah, day before yesterday also I wrote a poem regarding on this the war. But this is not about I have written that is Israel and Hamas is different thing, but this is Ukraine versus Russia. This is the different one, Israel and Hamas we are talking, but this is Ukraine versus Russia. So let me talk something about Ukraine and Russia. As you know very well, as soon as the USSR broken up, and the Putin, Vladimir Putin, the president right now, he's the president. Not he was president from like 22 years, I think. Once he made he's one of his friends right now. He's the right hand prime minister for some time. Again, he changed the amendment law and he became, because after all, the power is in his hand. So, oh my God, anybody tries to speak against of him, they will be put into like, either they are killed or last time, then what is his name? One is his opponent. He died in Siberia, in cold. He was killed, it is said. His wife was, but this poem was written before than that. I would have added that one, but I have not used. So it is very sad to say. I don't know. When Mr. Macron, Emmanuel Macron from France president last time, when there was a meeting, he orthodoxly said, because he was the person to meet Mr. Putin face to face. I didn't. Boris, he didn't meet with him. Neither the president of ours, Joe Biden. But he met times and again, trying to negotiate, come to the conclusion, come to the peace. But Putin, as he was a KGB agent before. He knew. Having seen oh my God, large ammunition factories and everything, oil factories, he sold, and millions and billions of euros, or what is Russia's currency, or what do you call it, dollars. And he saw this much. He might have calculated this thing can be done, because when they invaded Crimea, or what do you, how could I say, Crimea or Crimea? Well, please correct me. Crimea, the southern part of Ukraine, the land, but it is bigger, one of the states of USA, bigger state, more than Texas maybe. I don't know exact. And they invaded Crimea without any difficulties. He thought, yes, the world will not help, because it was the failure of the USA, our troops, withdrawn from the Afghanistan. The intelligence group, they might have thought the USA is nothing. No, they are very coward right now. They are leaving the the other wherever they are, and then Putin, he tried his best to. He with his he has also an intelligence groups, and 2014 they invaded Crimea, and without anything, like a few losses of life. Within fortnight they occupied and some made a vote, otherwise killed with the army. 90%, yeah, African, American, what do you call Russian spoken language and this thing. And then also now February 2022 attack. Oh my God, they are heading towards They wanted to Putin announced in the interview. His announcement is there. It doesn't take more than 3 days or less than 1 month. Kiev and the Ukraine will be under Russian control. This and that. And these are the things they have announced, and this is not a war. This is just something they have given the name. And but what happened? It is the opposite reaction. So 2022, 22, 23, 24. Now 22, 23. It is going to be 3 years. 2 and now that 24 January, February, March, 3 months. 2 years and 3 months it is going on. Till now they captured Donbass, and they lost what Kherson. And I would say that Donbass and the Bakhmut and the Adivka is the bloodiest war so far. Zelensky last time made it only 31,000 people, soldiers killed. No, I would say more than 1 lakh or one and a half 100,000 might have lost from Ukraine inside, but he said only 31,000. But the Russian 400,000, 4 lakhs, which is 400,000, 4 lakhs in Indian, like we say, like in our country, lakh, but here they say 100,000. 400,000 plus. But how many are died, we don't know. See, it's a meat grinder. The poem is like that, but I'll read and I'll despite I'm saying all the poem is based on that. And Russia is being controlled by one man's ideology. That's because of that. None of the people. If somebody like to, if say like yes, like in monarchy also same thing. Like if you go down in a like a autocratic system of governance, system of parliament. What do you say? There is a party system, but there is only one vote. There is only one God and the king or the dictator, and then like this, all should support. Anybody comes against him, he or she will have to face penalty of death. North Korea is safe, but the Russia is little bit democratic in a sense of like media and all. Like North Korea is too, oh my God, it's totally dark. Nothing happens there, North Korea. But the time comes. Time will come. Let's see. Oh my God. The blood of... I have read one of the poems, not a dramatic drama. Is based on poetic, the war in Gallipoli. When the soldiers died, both the soldiers this is the enemy and these are the enemies. They are in the border. They are kept. They are buried, and at the midnight, the souls, both of the souls, came out and they started to fight each other. Fight in the sense they talk each other. Dramatic. It's like a drama, but there is a dialogue between. They speak each other. It's like no, it's not a drama. It's a dramatic essay. Yeah. It tries to give a good sense. Like after all, the boss is a pyramid. The boss, they are once they meet, once the war ends, and then they will leave like anything, like they meet each other, they drink and they this thing and that. But we died. Our souls neither ascended to the heaven nor to the earth. Right now we are hanging like a pendulum. pendulum, pendulum clock. And this is supposed to be called as purgatory. Neither goes up nor the soul, because we believe in God. If you believe God, if you are atheist, it's never mind. Atheist people don't believe in God and nothing. Once human being dies, it's like a baldus where they sprang from. But as we believe God, then see the souls of those crying innocent children and all the elderly people and the soldiers and all, both the sides I'm telling. Not only Ukraine, but the invaders. Defender, here we talk about the defender invaders. Russia as a defender and the Ukraine as Russia as an invader, and Ukraine as a defender. So thank you so much. I have just already summarize a little about the war, but I think you might be knowing, those who are educated people, they be, because my poem or my poetry can be seen only by the highly qualified people. This is very, very, none of the references I have taken, few of the Bibles I have taken from biblical references. Rest, all of them, all of the lines are very, very simple, but I'll try to explain. Okay, my I have already told you that when I read the poetry that I want to I would like to explain in the end. Otherwise, poetry is like reading a poetry is reading a poetry for the first time is an ought to be a man meeting for the first time. I have been telling you all the time. Okay, very, very compact words, and it would be very, very difficult. So let me read, and then I'll explain. Thank you, all of you. Slova, Ukraine. This is the word Slova, and because we have been hearing Slova, salute. Despite being small, you cherish still high to the attic. Slova, Ukraine. Despite being small, you cherish high to the attic. Your brave soldiers never be fatigue. Since 2014, February 22, fighting was there. Your brave soldiers never be fatigue. Since 2014, February 22, fighting was there. Thousands have been martyred and gone, yet showed many bravery to your enemies. Since 2014, February 22, fighting was there. Thousands have been martyred and gone, yet showed bravery to your enemies. This is for Ukraine. Invaders, I'm coming to the word. Next stanza, next. Invaders thought to occupy within 3 days. Lo, triple they lost on ground and mourned. Invaders thought to occupy within 3 days. Lo, triple they lost on ground and mourned. They being the second largest in army in the world, tried to devour uttering as tsunami. They being the second largest in army in the world, tried to devour uttering as tsunami. No child to rescue, neither the elderly one. Like a wild dust, they massacred innocents. No child to rescue, neither the elderly ones. Like a wild dust, they massacred innocents. Third stanza. The book of Solomon's demons entered him. The book of Solomon's demons entered him. He thought other beings are like dust. Using latest ammunition, try to crush. Ammunitions, try to crush. Leaving carcasses every nooks and corners. Blood spilling from floor to attic roofs. Blood spilling from floor to attic roofs. Crying souls of innocence, heart, even far and crying souls of innocence, heart, even far and more heinous than the souls of Saddam and Gaddafi. More heinous than the souls of Saddam and Gaddafi, neglecting what the world says on podiums. Neglecting what the world says on podium. Veto power in UN, EU and African standard. Veto power in UNO, EU and African standard. His intelligence community is powerful, means Putin. His intelligence community is powerful. Your cyber spy made USA election doubtful. Your cyber election in USA made doubtful. It's a long next one. I don't know how Almighty's judgment ends. I don't know, as a writer I'm saying. I don't know how how Almighty's judgment ends. Though Enoch says, your days are numbered. Though Enoch says your days are numbered, how very harsh punishment you would bear. How very harsh punishment you would bear. That days even the senior angels will have tears. That day even the senior angels will have tears. The souls of innocence lying in heaven rest. The souls of innocence lying in heaven rest. Fulfillment of biblical predictions will be tested. Fulfillment of biblical predictions will be tested. Forever you will be in the dungeon like in Hades. Forever you will be in the dungeon like in Hades. Darkness far more than Socrates' cave. Darkness far more than Socrates, cave. Water, but instead fumes smoke. At the time, the souls of these heinous people, they say water, but instead fumes of smoke emitting through the portal the devil engulfs. Emitting through the portal the devil engulfs. Your flesh and blood would emit deadliest smell. Your flesh and blood would emit deadliest smell. Even the angels will need shut down portal. Even the angels will need to shut down their portal. P-O-R-T-L. I think a portal, if you don't know, I'll explain it later. Second last thing, though your cabinet predicted Zelensky's weakness, for he is just a comedian in your high peak. Did you see many army men you lost? The question. Did you see many army men you lost? Hundreds of their carcasses lying on the streets. The jungles of Bakhmut and Ardivka are filled with blood. The jungles of Bakhmut and Ardivka are filled with blood, still some spilling down to Black Sea or some stream. Still some spilling black to Black Sea or stream. Even the wolves and hyenas never dare to eat. Even the wolves and hyenas, never dare to eat. Last one, I've just added today. Now still the war is going on. We know it very well. People are in pain and mourn. Now still the war is going on. People are in pain and mourn. Negotiations offered, never turned. Negotiation offered, but never turned. Ego and selfishness you cast. Evil, ego and selfishness you cast. So how do you like the reading, my friend? I think half of the you might have understood, but let me explain you. Whoever are the best, it is like for example, you may be thinking like the talented or the people like who are like a, for example, you may be like a writing poets. No, I know it very well. Last time I told you, as a poet or we as a critic, what I do, I can say I'm not a politician. I don't want to say lie. I was working somewhere else. I want to name. I in the office, and suddenly I found a book, something like a Derek. I don't know. She's a black writer, and she's a poet, and she gave in one of the campuses in one of the universities, topmost university in the here. I don't know the book. Every table she has, but I don't know they read or not. But I read that book because that book doesn't belong to me, but still I used to go and see, read and extract because I like poetry. She is a very genius. I wrote in one of the texts also, but she texted me lost. Suddenly I lost her. She gave the number, but I lost it. But she is in the American. She is an American, the youngest one. She is junior to me, I think so. But anyway, she is a very good one. Despite or lacking in mythical knowledge, but she wrote using all the the American version. So thank you so much. Anybody who says that somebody says that explanation is not needed if you read the extract, no, because I have my so many colleagues or say my students in part of Eastern Asia, especially Southern, and even in the African people. There are so many African friends of mine, and I have to read because there are so many words which are, especially those who are not undergraduate, they would feel very difficult. This poetry is not meant for the people, those who are highly scholar, like for example, you are in university. No, this is poetry is not meant for the postgraduate. They can hear, but this is not meant for. But this poetry is based on, especially for the people from all genre. I have already told the one who accomplished your 10th grade. We say in there in high school, but here in America, high school is supposed to be called as +2. That is 12th grade. Because here in the USA or the Europe, education system is very, very weak. Economic is strong. Wherever there is a law is strong and economy is strong, they will try to, submerge or, play the big role to make the other countries like third world countries make, I would like to make, I just want to make a poetry for that also, poem also, but I have not so far written, but I'll be writing that one. So let me explain you without a delay. Slova Ukraine means that is salute to you, Ukraine. This is a word from Slova, okay? Just I have going to words. Like Santi. Even T.S. Eliot uses in a traditional individual talents in his poetry. Santi. This is a Sanskrit word. So Slova Ukraine means salute to Ukraine. The best democratic people. Despite being small, you cherish still high to the attic, means Matthew roof. You are small, but you grown up high. Your brave soldiers never be fatigued. They never be tired. Fatigue means never be tired. Since 2024, February 22, the fighting was there. Thousands have been martyred and gone. You showed bravery to your enemies. 2014, they were not alert, but suddenly they were fighting. But fighting was there, still now going. Thousands have been martyred. They have been martyred for the land. But yet showed bravery to their enemies. They comes like ants now, red and I have written a red and this is a direct poem. Russia, Ukraine versus Russia. But I have written like a satirical, like a black and red ant. Sometimes we have to write in satirical language also. That will be very, very fruitful for the readers and also for the critic of judgment. Yeah. Invaders thought that to occupy within 3 days. Lo, triple they lost on the ground and mourn. They being the second largest in army tried to devour, uttering as tsunami, no child to rescue, neither the elderly one. Like a wild dust, they massacred him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Somewhere 7, somewhere. This is miscellaneous. This one. They thought within 3 days we can occupy the land of Ukraine. We can. This is part of Russia. They are thinking of a USSR. No, triple they lost. Triple times they lost. Last of Zelensky said, no? 1 ratio 1, 7. Ukraine 1 kill, 7 from Russia. See? Triple they lost on ground and mourned, they being the second largest. Russia, if you see the data after US and Russia is the largest powerful in the army, but not now. Not now. Gone there. Don't think last time 2024 largest army Russia. No, how can they be Russian be the largest in the world? China is there. In India also there. But India is scared because of the parts of Russian. They being the second largest in the army try to devour the uttering and tsunami. Like a tsunami, you know tsunami? Killing people, tsunami. TSUNMA, tsunami, you know it. Those are living nearby the ocean area, tsunami. The tsunami of an army, not a tsunami of waves of the sea, okay? My friends, no child to rescue, neither the elderly one, like wild dust. Like a wild dust, you know? They massacred, killed the innocents. Neither to save the child, nor the elderly ones, or the woman, or the... I did not write regarding about the abuse of the sexual. Only killings I am writing. Third, the longest lines, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 11 to 12 lines. Now, this is the reference from the Bible, okay? The Old Testament, not a new one. Because we have to immerse, we have to extract from the different resources to make it authentic, my friends. Thank you. The book of Solomon, Solomon's demons entered him. He thought the other beings are like dust, using latest ammunition tried to cross. See, this is like a book of Solomon wrote a book, the Testament of Solomon. Whether you read or not, I have read. It is not included in the Bible, I am telling you. He thought that the other beings are like dust. He means here refers he as a Putin, the president of Russia. Other beings like a dust. Nothing. Using latest ammunition tried to cross. He crossed using the latest ammunition. Power. Living carcasses in every nooks and corner. Everywhere there is a blood. Blood spilling from floor to the roof. See? Oh my, bang! I saw one woman was pregnant and the Wagner, you know Wagner, his mercenaries. Oh my, so you don't see that such TV. Oh my, killing like, you know. And the blood sprinkled to the attic, means roofs. So sorry. Crying souls of innocence heard even far end. Because she cried for help. And we hear through the media. More heinous than the souls of Saddam and Gaddafi. Saddam and Gaddafi, they are also dictators, but this is more than that, I'm trying to say. Neglecting what the world says on podium. World says, "Hey, Putin, you are loser. Stop, stop, stop." Even Boris Johnson, the one from Northern Prime Minister, he is a bad. He comes Zelensky hand, but he never dared to say. Fine. Last time Macron, France, he boldly spoke, and some only few people, others, no, 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 no war, no war, because they are terror of nuclear. Nuclear, they are just hanging, and by the time, how much people are losing. Is it nuclear is dangerous than the losing the innocent people of Ukraine? Think for that. Veto powers in UNO and EU and African standard, they are halt. Veto power, nothing. His intelligence committee is powerful. Your cyber spy made USA election powerful. Now I'm telling you, difference. Even the last time 2016 in the Donald Trump case, they steal the election like they said, but this is just about the Russians' capability, how they try to attack not only the war, even the cyber, even the last time Ukraine's satellites has been damaged by their drones. I heard that one. Third last. I don't know how Almighty judgment ends, though Enoch says now. Solomon, I have said now Enoch, book of Enoch, but this is also not included. Enoch says, your days are numbered. Enoch says there. Whoever does bad in life, not in the Bible, it already says, but according to, if you are religious, remember, my dear friends, even Putin, try to hear. You have been enlightened by this book, no? Tell to Putin. This is the book. Putin has been totally the Brothers Karamazov written by Thorovsky with Russian. This is the book like the, this is the book. I think he has been immersed. The other one, Hitler, has been immersed by the, I don't know how to see this, it is taking long time, Nietzsche. I have my books. Reading the book, they are very much impressed by, how to control this. So, though Enoch says your days are numbered, how very, very harsh punishment you would bear. That days even the senior angels will fear. The souls of innocent lying in heaven rest. As a writer, I'm saying that, as a poet, I'm saying that I don't know how the war ends, how the judgment ends, the rapture. Though Enoch says your days are numbered, means time has come. How very harsh punishment you would bear. You, the dictator from Russia, would bear that days even the senior angels will have fear. They will have fear. What else you can see? The souls of innocents lying in heaven rest. Heaven is. Innocents are lying in heaven. Some are sad, some are there. Fulfillment of biblical predictions will be tested at that time. And this is Revelation chapter. I don't know if you have to go to Revelation chapter, see what will happen in future. Forever you will be in the dungeon like in Hades. Hades, down to the earth. Where according to the ufologists, they say the gray aliens live there, down the head. They are the meat eaters. Or maybe somewhere else. Darkness far more than Socrates came. You know Socrates? He was the greatest philosophers given hemlock because of his saying. He died himself. He was supposed to be exiled, but he did not agree. Better to die. Now he is the father of philosophy, I should say. He did not write himself, but he predicted. He says, and the others like Glucon and Plato, the boys from him, yeah. Water, but instead of fumes of smoke emitting through the portal, the Devil engulfs. Oh my God. These guys, these people, the cruel people will say water, water, water to drink because they feel thirsty because of the furnace. But instead fumes of smoke comes out. Emitting means giving out through the portal. Portal. You know, craft goes, they make a portal and goes inside, then they will run like a, farther than the sound or speed, I don't know. The devil engulfs. Your flesh and blood would emit deadly smoke, even the angels will need shut down their portals. The angels are there visiting to the there, and at that time, the judgment day, their fumes like smell so bad, and deadliest smell. No one can dare to smell their body ruined, or and the fumes out of that, and even the angels who are watching it need to shut down their portal. Portal is a hole. They have to shut down so that the smell would not come. Next, it's a long one. Sorry, 46 minutes. I think it is the longest one because I have already used 10 to 25 minutes for saying about this war and all. I mean, going to be third last stanza. Though your cabinet predicted Zelensky's weakness, for he is just a comedian in your high peak. Did you see many armymen you lost? Hundreds of their carcasses lying on the street. Jungles of Bakhmut and Adivka are filled with blood. Still some spilling down to the Black Sea and stream. Even the wolves and hyenas never dare to eat.